Good day, everyone. My name is Mrs. Sophia Kiwamu. Welcome to this episode. It is a responsibility we must hold ourselves to live with gladness. Live with gladness is your personal responsibility. And this period we are reflecting on our journey so far for the year. We are moving into a new year. There are important questions that we must learn to ask ourselves. And until those questions are answered sincerely, we always write lists, several resolutions at the beginning of the year. Most at times, we find that most of those resolutions were not achieved. That means there is a responsibility we must act upon ourselves. The Bible speaking in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, write the vision and make it plain, that ye that read it might run with it. It takes clarity. And one of the areas we must be definite in getting clearer to our values is asking ourselves some vital questions. And this very moment, we defining some important questions, 10 major questions to ask. Number one question is, what skill did you discover that limited you this year in your journey so far? Reflecting on the course of the year. What was your limiting skill? You had several opportunities. You had several appointments. You missed a whole lot. If we can be sincere to ourselves, what led you to those lost opportunities? It might just be there is a skill that you need to develop. It could be in your emotional life. It could be on character issues. It could be on spiritual values. There is a value you need to identify. And this season again, we're walking into a new year. Before you start writing new lists, and over the years, you see people carry lists over and over for 5 years, 10 years. The same list is going over. Why? There is a responsibility that you must deal with. Another important question that we must deal with is, what association impacted you most positively that you need to preserve, jealously guide? Association will continue to be a positive influence in the life of a man. Association can make you or marry you. What are those associations that you went through in the course of the year that influence you positively, that you need to deal with, you need to preserve, you need to jealously guide? And if you can sincerely answer some of these questions, walking into the new year becomes a walkover. You can fully be satisfied, achieve a whole lot, because the issues, the answers are right in your hands. It's not in writing lists. It's not in putting them on the journals. It's not in making schedules. It's not in setting up passions and purposes or running with objectives. It's defining questions that we must deal with. Remember, it is a time of reflection, and until we sincerely tell ourselves the hard truth, we might not walk into the new year with a better achievement. Another question we really need to ask ourselves is, can you identify your cloud of distractors, your influencers? There are positive influencers. There were things that distracted you in the course of the year. Can you identify those distractors? Certain times you hear people talk about the social media. Certain times you hear people talk about their engagement with friends. You hear people talk about several other things. What sincerely distracted you in the course of your journey this year that led you not to truly find expression in those programs you have targeted to achieve even this particular year? Because we're walking into another glorious year full of loaded benefits. And until you deal with some of these challenges, you might not actually fulfill a glorious year. Another important question that we must deal with ourselves are, what are those personal values we needed to drop off? We have a whole lot of things that have trapped many down, that limited people. Certain types of people, what limited them most was unforgiveness. What is that issue? Values that is personal to you, that you can sincerely find out and work on those values. It could just be bitterness.
It could be an emotional issue that you are always angry with, issues that really affected one. Those are personal values that need to be dealt with a new year. It is not just in writing skills, writing values, writing resolution, writing several lists of things to achieve in the course of the year. There are things you need to sincerely deal with. And as you deal with those things, you find out that you will truly achieve a glorious year. And another important question is, what are the areas you wish to do better in the coming year? Can we identify what you lost out and you have made up your mind, not just wishing, determination that I'm going to specifically work on these areas of my life? Maybe you targeted to go for retreat, you plan to go for workshop, plan to go for seminars, conferences. You defy them, you procrastinated, you gave excuses. That might just be what you need to deal with to achieve those set goals. Beloved, it is a new season. Remember, live with gladness. It is your personal responsibility. Certain things shifted your mind. Certain things shifted your mind. What truly shifted is another important question. What strategy and mindset shift transformed you most this year? What are those strategies that truly transform your mental mind, change your disposition, work positively in your life? And if you can identify those things and improve on them, work on them over and over, you'll see a better year. God bless you. Beloved, it is a very important season of our lives. Another important question that you must deal with before you walk into this new season is identify the wasted moment. What did you waste most of your time with? Where did you waste your talent? Where did you waste opportunities? Where did you waste energy? Where did you waste resources? If you can identify those areas of waste and deal with them, you can gloriously walk into the new year with better performance. For many often, we had a lot of opportunities that we wasted, time wasted, privileges wasted, talent wasted. And I encourage us, as we walk into another glorious year, we're not walking with the same attitude, wasting time, wasting resources, wasting energy, wasting relationship. Many wasted relationship. It's after the relationship would have left them, they saw the relevance of that particular person. I encourage us, let's work on ourselves. Also, another important question that we must define to ourselves is asking ourselves with a graphic representation, when and which was your peak moment of the year? The year that it was so impactful, so productive, so engaging, so exciting. Certain times in the middle of the year, certain times at the beginning of the year, if you can use graph to represent your journey in the course of the year, you can identify your peak moments. Certain times is a seasonal change that transforms your input, your impact, that reorganize your plans. And if you can identify those peak moments, be sensitive about those peak moments. It will have and add values even as you walk into the new year. There is need also to want to genuinely identify very important aspects of our lives. How lazy were you in the course of the year? How fruitful were you in the course of the year? How slothful were you in the course of the year? Many worked very hard. Many were purposeful. Many worked with evidence to show, but many are regretting by reason of laziness, excuses, procrastination, things they never imagined that would just pass by, but it was just as a result of personal carelessness. So it is very important to identify areas that you are lazy, areas that you lost it, areas that you did not truly make enough input into your productivity, into your effort. Making that clearly into your life will help you to be much more engaging even in the new year. God bless you. Remember, these are important questions we must deal with as we prepare our way into the new year. You need to settle some of these questions as you're walking and I get ready into the glorious year. My name remains Mrs. Sophia Kiwamu. Remember, you must deal with strategies that impacted you, association that improved you, skills that limited you. Answer to those questions. Give genuine response to those areas. Which and when was your peak moment in the course of the year? What are the areas that you need to deal with? What are the areas you need to improve on? What are the excuses? What are the inadequacies? What are the areas that we are unproductive in the course of the year? What are the wasted moments? What are the wasted opportunities? What are the wasted talents? And if we can answer some of these questions, we can walk into the new year, not just carrying over our goals. Every year, new resolution without attending to it. Remember, it is very big responsibility. You live with gladness, knowing fully well it is your personal responsibility. God bless you and have a glorious year ahead.